Welcome to the real world. We are here in the Real Collection with Ryan, our special guest on the podcast, all the way from Texas, artist, animator, filmmaker, creator. We are so excited to have him on the channel. So we wanted to take him through the collection, which you guys are familiar with. I do, Blu-ray reviews on the channel all the time. And so just wanted him to kind of take a look, see if there's anything that catches his eye. It's all separated, just so you know, by genre. So I think you'll be able to get a gist of, as you look at them, what genre each kind of section is. Some are a little mixed in, like some of these on top are a little different. But just gonna have him take a look and see what some of his favorite movies are. So let's get started.
I love this movie. This one is like classic revenge story.
Yes.
I remember the first time I watched it, I was just watching it for like the prison escape.
Right.
Then it turned into just being a completely full like second chapter of the movie.
Yeah, it's an epic movie.
Yeah.
I just rewatched that recently. It's great.
Yeah, that's amazing. I've never seen it on Blu-ray. I want to see it.
Oh yeah, the high def. It
quality.
looks very good.
Yeah. See, these like monster movies and stuff.
Yeah, so the top on there is like horror, thriller, and then below that is all sci-fi.
No, gotcha.
It's all... there are some horrors one mixed in with sci-fi too, though.
Love this film.
Yes!
It was spectacular.
We got to see that in theaters.
Yeah, me too.
Yes.
I had no idea what I was going in for.
Mm-hmm.
I saw the trailer and it didn't even give me much. I had no idea what it was about still. So yeah, I was blown away by this. I love Stephen Yeun.
Yeah, he's a really good actor. Have you seen all of Jordan Peele's movies?
I haven't.
Okay, Get Out and Us are both excellent.
Yeah.
The right above where you got Nope from, those two are excellent.
Yeah, I definitely want to watch these.
Yeah.
I was so surprised.
Yeah.
Jordan Peele. Like I've seen Key and Peele.
Yeah, right, exactly. You don't expect him to be some amazing director, but
Yeah.
he's fantastic.
Yeah. That monkey scene in that.
Oh
is still
man,
awesome.
yes. Creepy.
See, this like has some horror continued.
Yeah, and that's mostly sci-fi
gotcha.
stuff still, but yeah, there's some horror mixed in too.
I keep grabbing from these top ones, but
It's fine.
I really enjoyed this movie.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people are wishy-washy on that one.
Yeah, I don't understand the complaints.
I agree. I like it.
I thought that is such a well done thing. Like I get why people would hate Chris Pratt in it.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
I get it.
The decision he makes. Yeah. I get it. Yeah.
But you also like get
Yeah.
why.
Yeah. I mean, if you put yourself in his shoes, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like an impossible situation.
Right,
So
exactly.
And it ended so like well. I thought
It did, as a great
It's
ending.
very satisfying.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
You haven't?
No.
You gotta watch it. Take that home. Give it to Carson.
So nice.
And then the next section is fantasy films.
Oh, nice. Cool. Oh man, I love all these films.
Yeah.
I'm about to do like a full rewatch of all of these.
Are you?
Yeah.
Those are my wife's favorite films. Those and Lord of the Rings are her two top
But
favorite.
yeah, I'm also about to do I'm doing
really?
watch parties for both of those.
Nice.
So two different. I'm doing a watch party with Lord of the Rings with my friends who haven't seen it at all,
What?
which is crazy. I've been friends with this one of my best friends for 10 years. I had no idea he hadn't seen Lord of the Rings, so
that's shocking.
we're like forcing him like you
Yes.
have to watch.
Strap
this.
him down.
But then Harry Potter is like a tradition growing up. We'd like every like few years have like sit down and we'd watch through all of them, me and
Right.
my mom and my brother. So for Mother's Day, she asked if we could like schedule off of work in a
yeah.
month and we can watch through all of them in a weekend. And we're gonna
That's
make all the food and stuff.
Oh, that's so cool.
Love it.
I think that's like the way to do these fantasy films.
Oh yeah, I agree. That's a mix of like family films, musicals, and then at the corner over there on the right side, you'll see all the Christmas movies that we watch every year. So that's a big mix of all kinds of different things. But
Yeah. Man, it's hard to pick a movie out of this. This is like this
You don't have to pick just
sections.
one. I mean, pick a couple if you want. You don't have to pick just one.
Well, obviously, like Spirited Away is amazing.
Definitely.
I watched this and I just like had to sit there because it was like honestly exhausting.
I felt the same way.
Then I introduced my friends to it and
Mhm.
tried to watch it with them, and I still exhausted.
Yeah, I know.
The second watch wasn't able to comprehend it.
Yeah.
But then, like for these like family animated films, I love the Peanuts movie. It's like my ultimate comfort film.
It's a great one.
And the animation is so interesting because
Yeah.
they really captured the like 2D feel
For sure.
of Charles Schulz's comic and the 3D, which I did not expect to enjoy at all. But
Yeah.
they did it so well.
They did.
I always say that this movie walks so Spider-Verse could run.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That's a good point, actually. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, that was like way before.
Right.
But then, yeah, and then Singing in the Rain.
Ah, yes. Classic.
Love these songs. I grew up
Mhm.
with these songs, and then I only like recently watched this actually,
Oh,
like
really?
fully through for the first time, and I just love it.
Yeah.
And the way it just like chronologizes that period of history,
Yes.
and it's so interesting because it like kind of comments on itself because
Right. Yeah.
like it's like all like a big part of it is like the voice that singing isn't getting the credit.
Yeah.
But
That's right.
in real life, the singing voice is not
Right.
she's not
It's
singing.
Yeah, it's not Gene Kelly.
It's
So true.
yeah, and then yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Great film.
Mm.
All right. Next section, next shelf.
Let's see.
So this is, well, yeah. If you want to go way up top, you can look at those real quick. If there's anything up there.
I'm kind of curious what this is behind it.
So
Oh, what is that?
that's a Borg head. It's not a movie.
Oh,
It's just a
okay.
lunchbox. But the one you're holding, I'm glad you picked that up because I think you would get a kick out of these. These are old samurai movies called Zatoichi, the Blind Swordsman.
Oh.
And Criterion put out this set. It's 25 movies they made back in the 60s with the same actor playing the role in all the movies.
Wow.
And they're really, really good. Really fun movies. The artwork on this
So cool.
is really great.
I hope that this is just like a completely hardbound book
Yeah.
chronologizing all these movies.
Every movie, yep. All the details on each one.
Wow.
Yeah, you got to check those out sometime. They're really neat.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I haven't seen enough samurai movies.
Yeah.
I've seen. Man, what's that? I can't remember the title. I've seen one. and it's like-
You might see it up here. Up here this is the Criterion collection. So they're a specific, label, Blu-ray label that puts out all kinds of classic films. And so a lot of those are older movies, but they put out some
Nice.
newer ones too. So yeah, there's all kinds of different genres mixed in there: Western, samurai, drama, noir.
Yeah, I gotta say, I don't think I've seen enough of these.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh wait, I think this might. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about.
Yeah.
Rashomon.
Great film.
Crazy. Like, was not expecting this.
Right.
It just leaves you just like you don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Keeps going through different perspectives,
Yep.
like interview style. You never even see
Uh-huh.
who's interviewing them really.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's just these crazy dramatic shots of like rain.
Right.
and
Right.
Full black and white, and
Yeah.
that's a great one.
Akira Kurosawa, he's just one of the best filmmakers ever. He's one of my
Oh, yeah.
favorites.
That was one of Ryan Johnson's inspirations for Last Jedi.
Oh,
Yep, it was. It was.
I could see that.
Yeah. And then right there, some more Criterion, and then Kino Lorber is next to that. Is some more another boutique Blu-ray label. They put out all kinds of older
Oh, okay.
films on high def.
You have Wally in here?
Yeah, so they put out a 4K edition of WALL-E, their first
Wow.
collaboration with Disney.
That's so cool.
Yeah,
I love the artwork.
I know, isn't that cool?
I definitely want to watch Bruce Lee. That's like my grandpa's biggest inspiration. He
He's-
named 2 of his kids after Bruce
Oh,
Lee's
really?
kids. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Bruce Lee is a legend. I just got that box set about a year ago, and that's five of his most popular movies, including
Cool.
one that he directed before he passed away
Um,
tragically young.
Yeah.
all great movies, all excellent, really fun action films. And then this is a bunch of box sets. So a lot of these are going to be franchises. Some of them aren't. Some of them are like the one you're holding is, all of Alfred Hitchcock's biggest hits.
Oh, yeah?
But the rest of those are kind of big box sets of, different franchises. Some of them are just older classic movies too, mixed in.
Nice. Yeah. I just finally saw Psycho for the first time last fall, and that's it's worth the hype.
Oh yeah, it's a game changer for sure.
Yeah,
absolutely.
It's crazy how old of a movie that is, and it's classic, steeped in our culture, and I still didn't know the ending.
Right, yeah, it's still surprising if you don't actually know the whole story. I love that.
It's crazy. This is another one I still haven't seen.
I pulled that out. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Classic animated movie. I don't know.
Yeah, we might have to watch that with you while you're here, because that's definitely a classic.
Twilight Zone I've seen bits of. You got the full...
That's the complete series. I just got that literally a month ago, and I've started watching through, because I, like you, had only seen a couple episodes here and there.
Yeah.
I'm watching through all of it, and it is fantastic.
Yeah, I saw a couple episodes of Black Mirror, and that's what...
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that's
highly inspired by that show.
Yeah. Man, these are all so pretty. These are more just box sets and stuff here, right?
I'll have to show off this real quick, because Carson got me this recently for my birthday.
Ooh, nice.
The Way of Water 4K edition. I just love how they have it set up. It's got the images from the film inside it.
Yeah.
And it's a 4-disc, just really nicely put together box set that they did.
The case looks 4K.
Yeah, I know, right? It's can we do a 4K case as well? Yes, we can.
My favorite box set is his Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, I gotta pull this out too. This is set up like a pizza box.
That's amazing.
And the discs look like pizzas.
Wow, I was not expecting that.
And then it's got original artwork signed by the creators.
Oh, wow.
And all kinds of art cards, and it's actually got the original comic as well.
Oh, cool.
That it comes with. So yeah, that's a favorite for sure. That's a unique one. That's now very hard to find actually.
Yeah, are the cabinets the thing?
Yeah, you can open those up. Those are just DVDs.
Okay.
So the older format, but yeah, there's definitely some in there that you'll probably want to look at and maybe pull out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of series in
These
there.
are what I grew up watching with y'all.
Yep.
Batman animated series.
Yeah.
Classic.
So good.
Watched this so many times. The whole animated DC animated universe is this is another one this one full on sprinted so that Marvel universe could come in and do their thing too.
Yep. Absolutely.
It's one of the best. It holds up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Go watch it on HBO Max.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so over here, now you're getting into the top shelf is all biopics, so they're all based on a true story.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And I love Hacksaw Ridge. It's my favorite war film.
Great one.
It's just the acting's incredible, and it's brutal,
It is.
but surrounding good pacifists.
Yeah.
It's something you never.
It's that juxtaposition that
Yeah.
works really well in that story.
Yeah, I love that, and it being a true story just makes it so much more powerful.
Definitely.
See, are these adventure comedy kind of?
Yeah, so we've got comedy up top there, and then the bottom would be dramas or some romance mixed in. It's got kind of a mix.
Oh, gotcha. Oh yeah, that goes from Zombieland to Pride and Prejudice.
Right.
Which I guess there's kind of a common.
Hey, they did was it Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, right? I mean, so there you go, the
I
crossover.
think that's the first film that I've chosen to turn off in the middle of
Right,
it.
yeah.
But, man, there's so many good ones that this goes all over the place.
Yeah, grab a couple of them because I know you like a lot of those in there.
Yeah.
I remember watching a lot of those with you.
Yeah. Well, now I'm lost it. Oh, Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
One of the favorite lesser holidays I love to celebrate.
Yes.
This movie every year.
100%. Me too.
I always set my ringtone with the song when I wake up. Yeah, And there's been so many iterations of movies like that. Like, have you seen the
Time loop movies. Yeah.
there's that one. It's a map of a million tiny perfect things.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
That
No.
one's one of the more recent ones
Okay.
that I really enjoyed.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
It had like the same basic idea, but
Right.
instead of one person being in the time loop, it's two.
But yeah, that's a cool concept. I
Yeah.
like that whole idea.
And that one kind of, where Groundhog Day, it's like, it stays with it being like unexplained kind of, but then at the
Yes.
same time it has them kind of figure out a way to like work toward trying to fix it.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's a very fun film.
Yeah,
Both of them. And then I watched this with y'all last time I visited.
Oh, did you?
I've just been, it's stuck with me.
Yeah,
a lot.
for sure.
Just love this film.
It is great.
It's such like an adventure and just makes me feel like all inspired every
I
time.
know, 100%. Me too. Very
And
inspiring.
just that picture.
I love the cover too. It's great. Great image.
I love the idea of him like getting stuck in his head and
The daydreaming and all that. Yeah.
He like attacks his boss or whatever. It's
Right.
like, so out of pocket.
Yeah. All right. Then there, I think it's pretty obvious that is a bunch of action films
Yeah.
right there.
Oh man. And there's a lot of these that I've seen like these franchises like Mission Impossible and John Wick. I've only seen like the first or second one of.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've not.
Interesting.
Oh, and Bourne. Yeah, I've
Huh.
not like finished any of these series, but
Okay.
I did really love Mission Impossible. I also watched this with y'all last time I came here.
There it is, yep.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol.
Yeah, Ghost Protocol.
Directed by Brad Bird, director
That's
of
right.
Incredibles and Iron Giant.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's right. It's his first live action film.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise doing all of his stunts is just insane.
Crazy stuff he does.
Is this the one that he broke his foot in?
No, that's Fallout. That's the sixth one. That's
Oh, okay.
Ghost Protocol is number 4. But yeah, number 6, he got
Yeah.
injured. Yep, there it is. They put it on the back cover.
That's great. Oh yeah, that's the one he jumped out of the plane.
Yeah, he did a lot of crazy stuff in that one.
Is this like more action?
No, well, there's a little bit of action, but that's more like crime-centric films.
Oh,
So there's a lot of noir over there on the far left, and then it kind of gets into the more modern, like more like bank robber movies or
Heists.
murder mysteries, heist films, yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Cool. I love Knives Out.
Oh yes.
Speaking of Brian Johnson.
There we go.
Yeah, Knives Out and Glass Onion, both
Yeah, they're
great.
really-
They're so different, but like,
They were.
you can tell they're the same director, obviously.
Definitely.
But this one is like a lot more heartfelt of the two,
I agree.
but the other
Yes.
one's like a lot more like fun, I think.
Sure. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, both great movies.
I love his show, the Poker Face.
I haven't checked that out yet. Is that good?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They're working on season 2.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely worth watching.
Okay,
It's like a
I'll check
new
it out.
murder mystery every week.
Yeah.
and Done so interestingly with
Huh.
that sort of supernatural element.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
she can the main character could tell whenever anybody's lying, so she can always tell who the murderer is very quickly.
Nice. Okay.
But she just has to like fish it out of them
Right,
and figure out
right.
why they murdered.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Cool.
Or back to the non-genre of animation.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's all Disney. We had so many Disney movies that I decided to devote a whole shelf to them, and it's mostly animation. I think we have Mary Poppins in there, which is a hybrid, and we've got like
Oh yeah.
bedtime stories.
The only reason I accept
Yeah.
this as a category is because Criterion also has their own category.
Yeah.
Those are all very different
Right.
genres.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's more. Yeah. It's a studio
Yeah. I think that's
more
fair.
than a genre.
Yeah. Man, Disney, there's so much to choose from.
Yeah.
They really do just crank out so many films.
I know.
But I gotta say, like, my favorite Disney, or one of them at least, has always been Tangled. It's just like stuck with me forever.
I agree.
I've probably seen this more than any other Disney film.
Yeah.
I actually watched this with y'all for the first time in theaters too.
Oh,
And
that's
I think
right.
that's like right before y'all moved away from Texas.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, that one stuck with me a lot.
Yeah. Good one.
Of course, all Pixar.
Yeah.
Really like every single Pixar.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Let's jump over to the the other section.
Oh yeah, no, the TV.
The superhero stuff over there. So,
Oh boy.
and some TV, of course.
I gotta jump to this TV.
Yes.
Just since the solar eclipse, I've been just really wanting to watch this again.
Me too.
I want to figure out how I'm gonna get powers from
Yes.
this eclipse. Yeah, and this was like our short film we made off of this.
That's
It's
right.
like
That's right.
first short film I remember ever doing
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
on.
That was a
And
ton of fun.
that I was telling Carson that's like the precursor to Kids with Powers.
Yeah,
like,
sure. Right,
with
The turning point.
all playing kid versions of all the heroes in this, and yeah, this is just such a good show.
Every week we were just on the edge of our seats watching
Yeah.
that show. It's so good.
Yeah, we jumped between we watched Heroes, Lost, and Avatar: The Last
Yes,
Airbender.
that's
like,
right.
Wednesday night. And it's like
That's it.
the debut day.
Yeah.
And I gotta pull out Avatar because
Yes.
best series
Of course.
ever.
Yeah.
I have like a tattoo of it.
Yeah, show it off.
The air symbol.
All right.
My whole family got like each of the 4 elements. Because we all have our own favorite.
Yeah.
And
It's great.
yeah, just this is what got me into animation and wanting to make stories and stuff. Like when I saw a video of Brian Konietzko like drawing Appa and like showing you how to draw it.
Right. Oh yeah, on the DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like blown away. I was like, people are actually drawing this.
Right.
Like you draw every part of this film and
I
just like I can do that. Like it's
Yeah.
not just like a magic thing. You have to
Right.
like you can just do it. And so
Absolutely.
that's so inspiring.
Definitely.
And ooh,
So that's mostly DC on that side.
oh.
Although some of it's
I
not. Like
skipped
what you
over
just pulled
to
out. That's
something
all right.
else.
Yeah.
Unbreakable.
Oh, man.
This is like where M. Night Shyamalan portrayed us with Avatar. This is like peak M.
Yeah.
Night Shyamalan. Like,
This is why we can't hate him, because he made movies like Unbreakable.
yeah, but
You know?
then he had
Yeah.
the split, and that was also incredible.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Sure.
But then Glass,
Yeah.
the culmination that just
Mhm.
did not do it.
Yeah.
It felt disrespectful to his past films, and
I get it.
yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
I was so hyped for that.
Right. I know.
But yeah, I still love Unbreakable and Split.
Yes.
I love to just put Glass on my mind and
Right,
picture
never
that
happened.
happened differently.
Yeah.
But I do want to jump over to DC because
Mhm.
love this universe.
Mhm.
Oh, you don't have Lego Batman movie?
Yeah, Carson has that one. So some have Carson has that I don't have, but yeah, Lego Movie is my favorite.
I gotta say, Lego Batman movie, my favorite Batman movie.
Is it really? It's
so
great.
good.
I mean,
It might be the
I gotta
best.
say, it is a great film.
It's a kind of almost a caricature, or
It,
maybe just straight up a caricature.
yeah,
of Batman.
it rides that line between being very sincere and a parody.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's not quite a total spoof, but it's like kind of poking fun, but also telling a genuine story. Really good.
This is one that I've had on my list for a long time.
Haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
It looks so up my alley.
It's
Leave
great.
it out. Leave it out. We'll consider watching it later because
Okay.
it's a great movie.
Yeah, that it's like found footage, right?
All found footage.
And yeah, that's like totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually just like pitched a film based off the novel I'm writing.
Okay.
And like for a producing class I just took,
Okay.
and I was listed that as like one of the comparable films.
Okay.
I'm
Even though
like,
you
I've
haven't seen it.
never
You just watched the trailer, you're like, that.
But that's how up my alley it is. It's like
Right.
that. It's totally the vibe of the things I work on and
That's
stuff.
great. That's great.
Yeah. And I said I was gonna pick out DC, but
You don't have
Lego
to.
Batman.
You don't have to. There's other DC movies down there at the bottom. Those are all DC animation down there.
oh yeah, well that's the peak.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But, oh, for the DC animated movies, I always loved this one.
Yes.
Batman or Justice League Doom, or Batman like the League. Who
It's
are
the Legion
villains?
of Doom.
Legion of
Yeah,
Doom.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why it's called Doom. The Legion of Doom hacks the Batcave and finds Batman's plans on how to eliminate each member of the Justice League.
Right. In case
Because-
they go rogue.
Yeah, so he had it as like a fail safe, but then now he's having to fail safe his fail safe by
Right.
like saving each member of the Justice League from his own plans.
Right.
It's just
Great
crazy.
idea. Great concept.
Yeah.
Really well executed movie.
I love the like duality of like what was right with Batman, and
Yes.
that's like one of the best ones of those stories.
And then up there's Marvel. So we got all Marvel live action, some animation sprinkled in too.
Mhm. And then in the middle you have like
Yeah, a
Scott
couple
Pilgrim.
of random ones that I just couldn't find a place for, so I just stuck those in there because I needed somewhere to be.
Yeah, man, I just love Marvel. There's so many good ones, but just because of like X-Men '97, it's just bringing me back to the whole X-Men franchise, and there it is. Do you have Days of Future Past?
Yeah, it should be there. It's the it's right next to. Yeah,
Oh, it's right here.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, it's the road cut.
Yeah.
And what's the road cut?
Have you not seen the road cut?
I don't think so.
Dude, you gotta watch the road cut.
It's got
the best
Rogue.
cut.
It's got Rogue in it.
It's got Rogue. She's actually in the film.
But she wasn't in the original. Wow.
The whole
So
sequence they
interesting.
had with Rogue that they cut out,
Oh wow.
and they re-edited some scenes too. It's really, I think it's the better version of the movie. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks cool. Oh, but was this Sentinel in the original?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember that picture right there. That's cool.
Yeah.
I
It's got
love
some.
this
It's got
one.
some different scenes in it.
This is like one of the most like crazy like X-Men films that like matches the animated shows. 'Cause
Yes.
we watched so many of the animated shows.
So many.
It's,
Yeah.
They
The
were
original
never-
series, X-Men Evolution,
yeah. I love like X-Men Wolverine.
Wolverine and the X-Men. Yeah. that was
Yeah,
it.
Wolverine and the X-Men.
Mhm.
Yeah, they all are like crazy. They're way more like expansive and go into like so many different areas that yeah, more than most shows I feel
Right,
like.
for sure.
Then yeah, my favorite DC or one of my favorite DC shows, this season specifically, Young Justice,
Yes.
peak like mystery. I really did love the sequel, the second season too.
Me too.
Like, this had some of the craziest plot twists I did not
Yes.
expect. Like,
Yes.
I was freaking out. Like,
Yeah. 100%.
yeah, just the way it started. It had a time jump we weren't expecting. I slightly do wish we got the in between.
Sure,
but
sure.
it did keep me on my toes. Like,
Yeah.
I had no idea what to expect from the get go.
I think they did a few comics that took place in between.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But-
Yeah, I own some of those. Wow. Oh, I got to pull out. Yeah, Spider-Man 2. Tobey Maguire's, or Sam Raimi's. Just amazing. I love these films. This is one of the ones I actually watched every single part of the bonus features and the commentary.
Yes.
So I love the whole process of making this film. The dedication to practical effects.
Yes.
Like with the claws, like making
Yeah.
that into a puppet
Yeah.
is just crazy. And yeah,
Great
I
film.
love that. Being able to like take your like small budget film knowledge and then translate that into this high budget superhero film.
Right.
And it has some of the like his roots of like horror in this one especially with the
100%. I was about to say, you can definitely see the evil. If you've watched the Evil Dead trilogy, they totally come through in those movies.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see the progression.
I've heard rumors, I have no idea where they're credited or if they're credible at all, but that he was in talks and directing Tom Holland's fourth movie to try to help bring in a grounded version of Tom Holland.
I would love to see that. They've also rumored that he's going to do the big Avengers Secret Wars thing. So I don't know. I mean,
Awesome.
he did Doctor Strange. Did you like the new Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness?
I didn't.
Okay.
But I don't blame Raimi.
Okay.
It was just bad writing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I think he did. I liked the direction in that movie. I
Right.
think that he did the best
The visual style
he
is
could.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
that's like one of his high points. It's just like visually translating.
Yes.
I enjoyed that. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it for the spectacle of
Right.
things. I just
Right.
didn't like it for where it was in the franchise.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Being like a it didn't need to be a Doctor Strange movie.
Right.
It should have
Sure.
just been a Wanda movie.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of issues with that, but Raimi was great.
Yeah.
So
He's a great
I'd love to
filmmaker.
see him do more superhero things,
Definitely.
and he's interested. So
Oh yeah, he's a lifelong fan, so
Mhm.
that'd be great to see. All right, well, that's it. Thanks, Ryan, for joining us on the collection tour. Maybe we'll do more of these in the future. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
It's our first one, so you're our guinea pig. So we appreciate
Cool.
you doing it.
It was fun.
All right.
Just going through all of it.
Thanks.